I'm not sure why we're going to go through this, because I know that you guys are going to take the time to learn how to do such a fabulous presentation that you'll never get an objection. But just in case, I want to show you, we're going to go through these objections. Objections are the customers asking for more information or a put-off tactic to get rid of you. The better your presentation, the fewer objections you'll get. A great presentation answers all their questions and gives them the confidence you and your product can handle their need or problem. You must be able to paint a word picture and get them emotionally involved. This takes a lot of practice and learning. Most objections will come prior to the presentation, when you try to introduce yourself and make an appointment. This is why you need to know how to handle the objections before the appointment, before the sale. Okay? Now, I want to go back to the email a little bit, because this reminded me about it. Paula had 12 new. The one thing that she's going to do real well, and Mike will, is once they get in front of the right people and do it, they're very good storytellers typically. And they're usually pretty excited about what they're telling you about. And so that's, as long as they can not dilly-dally too much, they can get to the point, and they'll be able to get somebody emotionally involved versus me, where I got to really work at using the right words and getting somebody emotionally involved. Remember, objections are the step to the sale. A condition is a valid reason for not going ahead. What might be a condition? I just filed bankruptcy, I'm going out of business. I just lost my lease, I got to close down next week. You know, there are conditions. An objection is a request for more information. Now, if they say I don't have any money, is that a condition? No. It could be, but I would tell you to treat it like an objection, and if it doesn't break down, accept it. So, there's different ways to get past I don't have any money. And we'll go into those in a second here. If no condition exists and they don't buy, it's your fault. A consultant believes in 2 don'ts and 1 do. Don't argue, don't fight their emotions. Do lead them to answer their own objections through questions. An objection literally defines their area of interest or their area and way to get rid of you. The hardest and most important thing to learn about how to answer an objection through questioning. Remember, if you say it, they tend to doubt it. If they say it, it's true. So we can't get them to say it unless we ask them the questions. Don't you agree? Okay, so there is steps to handling objections. Do you remember when I told you that you're the conscious competent? That's the 3rd level of sales competency. Remember? I said this is the point where you're going to understand the objection and you're really going to know what to say, but it's not spontaneous. You got to think about it. Well, this is the step to get you to do it. So you hear them out. You never interrupt. Oh, you start answering a question and they go, oh, well, that's good. I didn't think about that. It wasn't even any objection they were going to give you. So just be quiet until they're done. And then here's where you get to do the thinking. So they said, you know, I've tried direct mail and it doesn't work. You feed it back to them. Oh, you've tried some direct mail and it didn't work for you, Paula? And then she's going to elaborate, right? She's going to, while she's talking, you're thinking. Okay, I should use this objection to get over this, okay? How do I handle this one? All right, or she's going to give you more information too. Yeah, I ran a couple ads with Valpak. I went into 10,000 homes. I only got 4 coupons. Or she's going to say, yeah, I ran 10,000 homes. I only got 50 coupons back. And you're going to go, well, the guy didn't manage that expectation, did he? And that happens too. No question. They just had, so you ran 10,000 homes and got 50 coupons. What's that? And then you go into what's the value of a customer and so forth, and then it's $100. You got 50 coupons. You got $5,000 worth of sales off a $250 ad, and you didn't think that was good? She'll go, wow, when you put it that way. You question it for more details. Ask them to explain. Then you answer it. Then you confirm the answer. So when I went through this with Nancy and I said, you wouldn't stop wearing shoes, would you?
No.
Of course not. When direct mail is not done properly, it won't work. May I at least show you what Save-On has to offer? If she says yes, I've covered that point. I've clarified it. I've answered it. She's ready to move on to the next step. And by the way, and then I start into talking to her about other things.